So you'll fire on somebody like without even talking to people, like setting off the rules, or like you willing to risk a riot?
It's just that I don't tolerate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with the bullshit about me. Don't come with the bullshit about my homies.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even if I don't fuck with one of my homies, I'm
You still ain't
loyal.
gonna talk. That's like you can talk.
You
I
know,
can talk about my mama, but ain't nobody else gonna talk about my mama.
Right.
Like
I'm loyal when it comes to that.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know because I don't fuck with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know where my heart is at.
Yeah.
But I'm loyal to my people.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They might not be loyal to me.
Yeah.
But I'm loyal to them.
You good-hearted,
you know
but
what
it's
I'm saying?
guarded.
They might see me, you know, on the side of the road and keep on going. But if I see them on the side of the road, I think safety. That's my folks. How am I gonna live if something happened to them? I'm gonna live comfortably knowing that I could have assisted.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how I am. That's
Right.
how I'm built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got a lot of motherfuckers that ain't built like me.
you can't expect the same treatment.
My heir, there's not too many left in my heir.
No.
I'm like one of the last standing in my heir.
Right.
You know,
Especially in
me
the right
and
mind.
Mo,
Especially in
me
your
and
right
his
mind.
uncle were original OGs in our heir.
Yeah.
We were pushing the longest line in our heir. When you hear names ring, you hear Momo, you hear Top Cat.
Yeah.
We was pushing the long line, like the highway. A lot of the other motherfuckers was pushing short lines. You know what I'm saying? They were, you know,
Quarter
they'll
horses.
dip.
Yeah.
They'll dip and, you know, shit like that. But me and Mo kept it pushing.
Full bread.
You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, this is, we from a generation and from an area that's gonna stay respected and recognized.
Right.
Yeah, on the finger.
That's
You know?
yeah, that's the difference between a quarter horse and a thoroughbred.
Right.
That's for sure. So this is first of all, I want to thank y'all for being here. This is a segment on the A-Line podcast we have called Born to Race. Just to sit down, do interviews with our legends, with our guys. Our first interview was Lil Monster Cody. One of our co-hosts, Edgar, had did him. So this is my first interview. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate that. That's real tight. You feel me? So even if I'm a little nervous right now on camera, it's because I know the presence that y'all have. You feel me? I know who y'all are. I personally know who y'all are. You feel me? I know what y'all about, what y'all do. You feel me? The movements that y'all can have. So for the people out there on YouTube, we just want to give a brief introduction. I got Big Top Cat. I got John T. Tell us they're gonna go over a little bit about their neighborhood, where they from, trials and tribulations, the whole thing, the passage from boyhood to manhood, identifying themselves. We're gonna go over all that in this interview today. But first, I just want to ask y'all, what community y'all from? Where y'all from? What city? What neighborhood?
City of Compton, but you know we P-Funk, so we'll say Bompton.
Bompton.
You know what I mean? Fruittown, Piru. You know what I mean?
Fruittown's historic neighborhood.
But also at the same time, though, I'm gonna tell you this. This is gonna be just a legend for you getting top on this joint.
Oh my gosh! I didn't think it was happening. Until I saw him pulling up on the street. I did not think it was gonna happen, man.
Bro.
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
A matter of fact, we was right there with your daughter was getting at you or something.
Yeah, Jasmine, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, he ain't fucking with it.
Yeah.
And when he was like, I'm like,
And it's only because his baby girl asked.
Right,
It's only because his baby girl asked. We wouldn't have been able to do this for nothing.
So this might just be one of your coldest legend joint. Cause I don't think he gonna do it. Never.
I don't either. And I watch Kev Mag. I watch Big Cartoons. So Melly Mel. I watch them on YouTube already. So I'm already super intrigued and fascinated. You know, having been from that culture too. You feel me? But I definitely understand the importance and presence of you being here. I really appreciate that, Pops. I'm gonna call him Pops. You feel me? This is my father-in-law. I call him Pops. You know, but better known as Big Top Cat. So what schools did you guys go to? Out the Fruittown neighborhood, what's you guys' home schools?
I went to George Washington and Davis.
Okay.
And you know, after Davis, you know, I became real active in the bullshit. So I went to Compton for one day. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, some things happened where I had to check out of there.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to Dominguez, and then they started doing the address thing. You dig? When I went in '75, they started making people whatever address you live, you had to go to that area school. So that they end up transferring me to Centennial.
So let me ask you real quick. At 75, Dominguez was a split school between Damus and Crips? Or was it a predominantly Crip school?
No, it was Damus and Crips.
Oh.
You had Atlantic Drives, you had Pan A's, you had, it wasn't no mob then. It was
All
Ludus
looters.
Park. You know, it was Ludus Park. You had us. You know, they used to bus us
Yeah.
from off Arambi and Pear Street. It was a bus that used to take us from Fruitown to Dominguez. So it was Bloods and Crips going.
Oh
there.
yeah, it was split.
Yeah,
I like that. And then what about the schools for you as well?
Yeah, it's crazy because here like the same cycle. I went to George Washington. I went to Davis.
Yeah.
As soon as I graduated from Davis, in the attendance office, I had a little Royal Rumble because I was whooping on them at Davis.
At Davis?
Yeah, I was whooping on them.
And we don't have to say it on camera, but who was at Davis? Who was at Davis?
Mixed breed too.
Mixed too?
Crips,
Oh,
yeah,
most definitely.
Palmers.
Oh, bet.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I was always under the, because my homeschool actually, I'm from 135. My homeschool actually is Perry. We don't even go to Vanguard. But I was always under the interpretation that Davis was just like kind of like strictly Damu.
Oh nah.
Oh,
It was like
'cause
damn near
they get all the
evenly.
Compton Boulevard kids. All the kids from all Compton Boulevard
Park
side.
Villages,
Bet. All right.
Santanas
That
and
makes
shit.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so and by me whooping on them, I ain't gonna say whooping on them like all the time. But,
Yeah.
You know, I fought a lot of homies' battles because
Yeah.
I was going there. You know, I'm like a couple eras before dealing with the hustling game.
Yeah.
You know, I used to come up there with silk shirts,
Oh, you was fly.
ill skins,
Oh, you was fly.
backpack.
You
and
was
always-
getting money already?
Yeah, but I kept my brownies in my back pocket.
Oh, so you was with both. You was
On the
gonna
fingers.
do both. You
See,
was- yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know, I was just cool with it. But a lot of them like, oh, this cat little, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
So you know, certain homies come get me first period. Man, these niggas woo. Like, okay, only trip. Soon as you know, what I mean, time to go to the next period.
It's
Hey
on.
man, you cuz my homie. Yeah. Come on, let's go in this bathroom real quick. Dust them off. Do. So when I get to Compton High.
They already know.
As soon as I go in there get my classes, next thing you know, the doorway get filled up. I told my granny, I'm like, Granny, go ahead and leave. For real. She's like, what's wrong, baby? I'm like, nah, just go ahead and leave. And I'm hearing cats, oh, that's that nigga John T, the ass nigga from, you know what I mean, dissing. Soon as my granny leave, soon as one fool get close up to me to say something, I just fired on them. Boom. They all just rushed me.
And this is first day of checking in.
Yeah, I was getting my classes in the attendance
Damn.
office. You know what I mean?
And this kind of fast forward me. What you just said, that's an interesting topic because this kind of fast forward me just a little bit. But when you guys were in it, and you heard people whispering your name at such a young age, did y'all ever even get in it to say like, this is my reputation? Or y'all was kind of like blindly getting it in and y'all didn't really know?
Well, as far as with me, shit, my Uncle Momo, Top, and they, like I said, we all across the street.
Okay, so
And-
let me
and-
present this question at the top. First of all, I want to know what generation do you consider yourself as far as Fruitown? First generation, second generation,
First.
first generation. Oh yes, well, this is an honor to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so with you, how did you know to just like be a man? Like, cause we still talking about y'all being kids, but doing big boy stuff. Like, I ain't taking no shit. I'm gonna get off on who I want to get off on, who I feel disrespected. Not even on no bully ball shit, but just like really pressing the line for yourself. How did y'all know to? How did you know to do that? What was instilled in you to know to do that?
Because you know, I grew up in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? And my thing was, we shouldn't have to demand respect from these dudes. So if these dudes gonna be disrespectful, ain't no talking. We gonna make them respect us. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe busting them in their mouth
Yeah.
and letting their friends see them walk down the hall with their nose busted would send a message to all the rest of them guys.
Right.
See, when I was going to Davis, it was. See, I'm originally a neighborhood brother, NHB. That was before Fruitown.
Neighborhood
See,
brother. I never
yeah,
heard of
that it was Mexicans. His brothers, pops and stuff were NHBs. His brothers, uncles, Lil
And this
Frank,
is still
rest in
considered a
peace.
gang?
Yeah. We were NHBs.
Yeah.
We were Bloods. You know what I mean? But we were NHBs. But then later on, like 76, 75, 76, Fruitown came in the game. You know what I mean? You know, Big Stanley and them and Black Love and, you know, all them dudes.
And I know the reasons of Fruitown, not to cut you off. I know the reasons of Fruitown, but why did you guys name yourselves Fruitown? Why is it
Every street in our neighborhood is a fruit.
Yeah.
Cherry, peach, pear, fig, You know what I mean? Peach.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, who came up with the Fruit Town slogan? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it fitted
But
us.
yeah, right,
And we've been carrying it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like your original question, we kind of demanded respect by force, by busting niggas in the mouth. You gonna respect us.
All right.
And then after that went on for a minute, we didn't need to do that no more. It was automatic. When they seen us, Grandy's seen us, Woody and them seen us, dudes from the Grandies,
Yeah.
what up top, what up, homie?
yeah.
You know, Grasshopper and them from Park Village. These are OG niggas. Then they 60s and stuff now.
Yeah.
What's up top? We chased them. Me, the homie Zunk, you know what I mean? Mo come. At that time, Mo had a Bondeville.
Yeah.
He had a gray primer Bondeville. Would come up to the, and we were in middle school. It was junior high school then. It wasn't middle.
Yeah.
His uncle would come in the primer Bondeville with the sawed-off gauge and set between Davis and Dickerson and wait until we mobbed down Matheson. Because he didn't care.
Crossroads.
His brother, his uncle,
Yeah.
didn't mind.
So how many years is Momo older than you?
Mama 1 year under me.
Under you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But with the heart that he had,
Yeah.
you would think that he was 10 years older than me. Rough Rider.
Yeah.
Rough Rider.
Yeah. I mean, I only hear the stories. You know, I ain't had the pleasure. of
Rough
meeting,
Rider.
but
Rough
yeah, I
Rider.
hear the great stories.
A lot of
I hear the stories.
respect. A lot of respect.
Yeah.
On the banging set in the pen, me and him was in the pen together.
Getting money.
You know what I'm saying? Get money. Got a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Low ride it, one of the best. One of the best that ever done it. You know, people gonna say that I'm copying him because I got a red convertible 62 like he had when he was pushing his line.
Yeah.
I got one now.
I love that.
You know,
That's
And
tight, though.
That's probably
tight.
contribute to my homie. You know.
That's tight.
Yes, sir.
Anybody says you copying him, I feel like it's a hater.
Yeah,
That's
but it
that's
don't
tight.
matter. I loved him. We had our differences, but that was my homeboy.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my brother got killed, he was the first one came. He was the first one came, and you know, top, woo,
Yeah.
nigga, let's go. My mom had to pull me and Mo in the house and say, y'all need to stop that.
Yeah.
Y'all got to stop that. I'm hearing stories. Y'all need to stop that.
Yeah.
So Mo went out the house, and I came out the house. He like, how Miles know? How Miles know what's up? I was like, Mo, I
Miles
don't know.
ain't stupid.
Yeah, Mo, I
He
don't
ain't
know.
stupid by any
Mom
means.
was
She
like,
know.
you know, y'all got to stop that.
Yeah.
You know, y'all got to stop that.
How do you feel about it's only this one specific incident. I heard somebody say that you knocked them out in the garage. You knocked. They was coming to pay a visit to some Fruit Town. I forgot what Crip said he was from, but he said that you knocked him out in the garage.
That was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
That was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
You know, I seen a podcast. The dude, what's that dude name? The dude from Santana. He said he was standing.
Melly Mel.
Melly Mel.
Yeah, Melly
Shout out to
Mel.
Melly Mel.
Some dude, some sherm head dude, said he beat me up.
I think I got
He
that
say
you
in
out there
Vegas.
too. Some bald head dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't heard that
Some
one.
little dude. I've never seen the dude before.
Yeah.
I don't know who he got me confused with.
Yeah.
But anybody that know me,
Yeah.
I'm 1,000-0.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah.
never lost one. Can't nobody ever pull up nothing saying Top lost a fight. So whoever this cat is, I'm 63, but I still take that.
Yeah.
To show him. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm you know, I ain't in the best health.
Right.
But I still go.
Yeah, but we got your back phase.
You know,
we got the
ain't
front
gotta-
phase. We
ain't
got
gotta
the
do
front
that.
phase. You ain't got the back phase.
Just
We
watch
got the
my
front
work.
phase. Yeah.
Just watch my work.
I got you.
But for
how-
him-
are you flattered in some way? I know that can be frustrating and all that, but do you find flattery in that? To feel like a man is speaking on you 50 years later, damn near, and like saying that he just to even get into a fisticuffs with you is saying something.
Well, I mean, I can run into a lot of dudes and they'll, you know, say, and I remember me and Top got into it, I mean, all they can say is Top won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this dude right here, he's looking for a win. And like I said, I don't even know the dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he can't-
I'm not flattered. I really want to beat him up. You know, I'm not flattered because he's lying.
See,
Hey,
that's
to the
crazy.
guy out there, don't be lying on that YouTube
See,
camera, man. 'Cause
exactly.
you still get somebody pissed off and they ready
Hey,
to slap the
lying,
shit out you.
just to try to get some clout.
Yeah, just to get some clout.
Just to like I said, as soon as he said top name, I bet you every radar went up.
Yeah,
What?
right.
What?
Yeah,
What?
that's a lie. And the only time I've ever heard in the YouTube thing was you had knocked a man out in the garage. I ain't never heard you take the loss. So fuck them liars. You know what I'm saying? That's far fetched. That's far fetched to even believe. So what made y'all not finish high school?
Yeah.
I know the obvious. You finished high school at the time.
Yeah, I finished high school.
Okay.
I graduated from Harriet Tubman High School
Oh,
because
bet.
me and one of my cats was doing burglary, so we needed time. We didn't need the whole school day because people work during school hours. So we need to, go in their place during school hours.
Yeah.
So Tubman, you only go half a day.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So we would go and do what we do in the morning,
Right.
and then mob the school, and I still got my diploma. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
I like that. I
Yes,
like
sir.
that. So you guys was already committing crimes. You remember your first crime you committed? You ain't got to
Burglary.
say it on the.
No. We were stealing cars.
Okay, so GTAs.
Yeah, we were stealing cars.
And was it that easy to steal them back then?
It had a car dealership on Compton Boulevard it was years ago, and at that time they used to leave the keys in the cars.
Wow.
You dig what I'm saying? People wasn't really
Yeah.
active in the craziness, and we used to go and get a car and drive it to the neighborhood for a week or so.
Yeah, that's just a little joyride. No, that's having fun.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we
We weren't
had.
trying to sell them or
Yeah,
nothing,
oh,
but there was a
yeah.
lot of brand new cars in the neighborhood.
Now, was it still white at that time?
No.
So the whites was gone by the 70s
Yeah.
completely,
Yeah.
pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on our block, it was maybe like 3 Spanish, all the rest black.
Yeah.
So and that's one of the things I am going to talk about is the diversity of the neighborhoods and how those shifted. I want to talk about jail real quick. It's not going to be fast, but I want to talk about the first time that you got the cuff slapped on you. We can start with you, John T. When you thought you was when you was getting hooked and you like, oh, I'm about to get booked. When was that first time? How old? How was your feelings?
One, I didn't graduate from high school.
Oh, back to that. You didn't finish.
As far as I was, got kicked out I got kicked out the 10 because I hit the dean in the head with a water balloon. Back then,
Oh, that's still playful banter though.
yeah, but back then they was having a strike because they didn't want cats to wear shorts back at the 10, especially like in the summer, damn near the summer, right?
It's hot as fuck. How you able to wear
Exactly.
shorts?
Exactly. So pretty much cats started, going against the grain. Fuck it, we finna do this and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the dean was walking around, getting at everybody, and it was just a cold fluke. Soon as you get over there, by the gym area, I just threw the.
Oh, you just
I
one.
threw the water balloon, and he was walking. That motherfucker hit him straight.
You know he was embarrassed.
Boom.
Ooh, you know he was embarrassed. Everybody
On the
laughing.
fingers. Then he looked at me. So he came over there. Ooh, how did you going to jail? Woo woo. And all the homies, Casper and all them, was like, run. The whole school started saying, run. So I'm just walking with him, and I was flamed up. So I'm walking with him. I just darted. Boom. You know what I mean? I just skirted. Homie's like, damn, nigga, you look like Flash
Flash Gordon.
on the fingers. Then, but our track coach,
The track coach saw you running.
bro, on the fingers, the track coach.
We need him.
And exactly, and that was my PE teacher too. Man, what's it, Mr. Rest in peace now though. Forgot his name, but he was like real cool. He like one of them militant cats. Always wore the glasses, but you could tell he had little signs. He
Yeah.
kept the jacket on.
Me and that
all
boy's need around.
on the fingers.
Yeah.
He was like, Davis. That's how he talk, real calm and cool type joint. I'm like, damn, I can't remember his name. He was like, I seen what you did, and I seen how fast you can run. He was like,
We need you.
on the fingers. He was like,
Look at that meat.
I could keep you in here if you run track for me.
Oh,
I'm like, oh man, damn, the name is coming to my motherfucking tip of my tongue. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, if not, they're gonna kick you out. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? So I ran for a little minute. Still ended up getting kicked out that motherfucker. So I go to Banning. So I start going to Banning. And that's when I ended up catching my Fed case. And I'm going to the feds.
So your first case you caught was a Fed case?
No, my first case I caught was when I was like hella young. I ended up going to LP.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Los Padrinos?
Yeah, I was going to get the pistol for Momo.
Right,
Hey,
right.
let's go there, get that. I ran to my mom's house, got the burner. It's late at night.
Coming back down the street.
Going straight back down to my grandmother's house. You know, back then, they was, you know, when the sheriffs would come, they cut the lights off,
Yeah.
especially on the O, because they know it's really
Active.
bracking like that.
Active.
So I'm bailing. I ain't even see these motherfuckers until they motherfucking car down there on my shoulder. Be on my knees. I'm like, jump back, boom. I guess they peeped the burner.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, whoa. I'm like trying to do this when they searching me. You know, I try to keep my arms low so they won't feel it on the side. They felt that motherfucker.
And how old were you at this time?
I probably was like probably 15, 14.
So it's kind of safe to say you was influenced by the lifestyle. You was almost like born in the lifestyle. Like you saw everything.
I was born to it. Like
you
I
was
said,
born in it.
because my grandmother moved on the O in 72. I was born in 72. You feel me?
Where was y'all born? I didn't get that. What hospitals was y'all born at?
Shit, to be honest, I don't even know.
I was born in the Broadway Hospital.
Oh, off Manchester and Broadway that closed down?
Broadway,
Somewhere in LA?
Broadway and like 113th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right there, a little past Imperial.
Oh,
A little
yeah.
north of Imperial.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
the structure isn't there anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's a big old lot.
And there was a
now.
hospital on 120th in like Maine too, wasn't it? Like Broadway or?
I know the Broadway Hospital is where I was born. It was on.
Oh, it was just
on
called the Broadway Hospital.
Yeah, it was on
All right.
Broadway.
All right, bet. Because my mom always be talking about that.
Yeah, I ain't never ever did. Matter of fact, I probably need to check that shit out anyway.
Yeah, the Broadway Hospital. That's where I was born at.
Yeah, 'cause I don't even know. I know I was born somewhere, but I
Probably
never
Dominguez Valley.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking
Oh,
about.
that's
Dominguez Valley.
by Compton High?
Well,
Me on
no.
Compton College?
Right.
That's what I was
Right. A
thinking
little
about.
past
Dominguez
Compton.
Valley.
On the other side. Right over there. Right over by Compton College.
On the other side of the 91.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah, because that's where.
That's a school
That's where
now, though.
Tiana and them. Nah, I think. What is it now? I don't know I don't know what kind of building it is now. I don't even know if the structure is there anymore. But that's where Tiana and them was born at. And Sheridan was born at.
Oh, okay.
The Dominguez Valley Hospital.
shit. I still need to look though.
I want to tap back in with the NHBs. So when the NHBs were around, it was only West Side Piru, East Side Piru in existence, or other gangs had already started splintering and calling themselves things, but still identifying with the Crip or the. I mean, we only talking about Piru shit. Only identifying the Piru.
It was very, very few blood sets. It was like West Side.
So could you think
You know
about?
what I
Can you
mean?
tell me the first gang that? I mean, I know West Side Piru is their name. That's their name. But what was the first one outside of that was like, we're Elm Street? Are we what Looters was East Side Piru? Did they put the Looters on it? Which one was the first one that was like, we ain't just all from the East Side, or we ain't just all from the West Side? We Capinella Park Piru. Like, do you remember which Piru set was the first one that did that?
I don't.
So everybody just start kind of coming up, Elm Streets, Capinellas, NHPs.
They came later.
They was all later.
Campanella came later. Elms came later. It was
So for a long time, it was just East Side Piru and West
Looters.
Side.
It was just East and West.
I like
but
that.
it was Looters and it was West. You know what I mean? Then Fruits, and then you start, seeing the Elms and the Lime and the Mob and NHPs and
I know Cross
all
Atlantic
them
was
other-
one of the last ones.
Yeah, Cross
I know they
Atlantic.
was one of the last ones.
Them dudes start coming late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So-
NHBs was, early 70s. I think I was pushing NHB when I was like 13, 14, because I know I went to camp when I was 15, right before my 15th birthday.
And what did you go to camp for?
Burglaries.
That was your first time?
To camp?
Yeah,
Or crime?
No, not crime. Getting incarcerated.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
being detained.
Well, it wasn't the first time being incarcerated. It was the first time I did time.
Okay.
I was incarcerated a couple of times before for GTA, kidnap. I think I was.
What
I think I was 15.
What did they define as a kidnap?
Well, it was for. What happened was, We was at the Oris Park. I don't know if you heard the story. It was me, Squirrel, and Momo, and a little dude named Arthur Doss. So it was raining. We was at the park, chilling and shit. So Squirrel was pushing Arthur on the swing, and he kept pushing him real fast. And Arthur thought he was gonna go all the way around.
Yeah.
So he jumped off the swing and landed in the water. So when he went home and told his mom and them, this was David Dawson them, you know, that was their little
His
brother.
name is familiar that
brother.
I mean, his name is popular that you're saying, right?
David Doss passed away.
Yeah.
David Doss passed away. They stayed on Hatchaway. And when Arthur went to the house and told his mom that what we did, she called, at that time it was just Firestone police. It wasn't,
Compton had their own thing.
well, Compton Limit was Fig Street. Firestone was Orr Street.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because the city would, you know, Compton would come down Orr sometime, but that wasn't their jurisdiction. That was Firestone County jurisdiction. Because on the south side of the street was City Compton. On the north side of the street was LA County, where my mom stayed. So Firestone patrolled there. So when she called the police, Firestone came. So me and Mo, your grandmother, we was all in front of the house. This was when, and the police hit the corner. Miss Palmerton on the porch, like 4 cars hit the corner. But they don't know they dealing with kids. You dig what I'm saying? So when they hit the corner, Squirrel see them. The Squirrel trying to make it to the house.
You love.
So I'm standing by the brick wall. So they like, Mo walking the house. You know what I mean? So Arthur, in the front seat of the police car, he pointing. So they had me, you know, come and to the car. Momo
We ain't
come out.
considering Arthur a snitch though. This ain't no snitch shit. This is just because we kids
We were
still.
kids.
We still
were
kids. Okay.
He didn't know no better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they go to get Squirrel. Squirrel wasn't having it.
Oh,
Squirrel got Miss Pemberton a gown.
Yeah, if I said
no,
a gown.
don't let him take me, mama. So, you know, they end up taking us to Firestone, charging us with that, but they dropped it.
Okay.
But that was the first time I was arrested.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And then when you actually start like 3 months, 6 months.
That was when I was 15. I had a burglary in the GTA.
But you already knew you was tough by then. So when like going there didn't.
It didn't bother me.
That's
it didn't
what.
bother me.
Yeah.
I that was like my third time at Los Padrinos in K unit, K wing. So I was used to it.
Los Padrinos in Norwalk.
Los Padrinos is in. It's not Norwalk. It's right there off of Imperial, and
Yeah.
and
it might be like Southgate.
on the fingers, yeah.
Yeah, it might be like Southgate.
Is that right there by that little golf? In it like a golf
It's over there
shit?
where that rehabilitation place is.
Oh,
That rehab
Rancho.
place? Rancho.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Old River School Road or something like that.
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
Downey type
Yeah,
shit.
Downey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So that was like my after the burglary and then the GTA.
In
Then
fact, no, what's so crazy?
I ended up going to camp.
Excuse me. That was so crazy, man. It said like old school, whatever. And same thing dealing with Wayside. I think that's they little street to go up in Wayside is old school road, some shit like
Old
that.
River Road.
Yeah, that's what I just.
Wayside is a reception for those that don't know, right? Is that
No, it's not a
considered
reception.
Delano?
It's like just a detention center.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
until
Like
you finish with
like a
court.
transfer
Yeah,
center.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They hold you there
yeah.
until you get sentenced.
Right.
And then
That's
you
what I
go
meant.
where
Excuse me.
we
Yeah.
go to the guidance center, and which is in Chino, and then they send it to the regional office, and then they designate you to go wherever you're going.
And then how old were you when you said you was in Wayside that first time? You went to Wayside?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if that's when I did my damn near 6 years fighting my case up in that motherfucker.
Wow. What generation do you consider yourself? Or what generation are you? Well, you really a day one baby, so
I know,
you really was.
To me,
But your homies, like, what generation?
To me, I say I'm the last of far dealing like with the general motherfucking the last they breed.
I can still say he's in my era. He's just younger. You know, he's one of the younger crops that came in my era. Because he was doing some of the stuff that we were doing at the time I was doing it.
So,
You know what
when
I
I was
mean?
asking these
You
questions,
know?
I'm like, okay, John T probably like second generation third, but wow, first.
Yeah, I consider exactly that. That's why I said I'm bred by them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
And
what
we
I mean?
know how authentic it is.
Exactly.
It wasn't far behind.
Exactly. My Uncle Momo, like I said, they literally his mom's, my grandma, right across the street.
How did the Fruitown Brim? How did Brims attach Fruitown? Is that any relation
no
with
connection.
y'all?
No connection.
But they got their own joint too. They got their own joint as far as dealing with
Cheer-
they got streets.
Oh,
named
I
after
didn't know
fruits
that.
too. Yeah.
Down there by SC?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. I know they bang like
Exactly.
37th and 34th or what, you know, they
35th,
streets and all,
yeah, exactly.
35th and all that.
That's what
Yeah.
Lil Terry and them, Nella.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sister Nella
exactly,
house.
exactly.
Fruitown
They the
Brothers.
heart of it. But when you get sent at our area, when you get sent to them public schools, you know, we blooding wasn't the thing. Y'all know that too. Like, Bloods just became accepted almost. Like, niggas had any licks of red on. Niggas, where you from? You feel me? Like, what y'all say? We was outnumbered like 10-1, 15-1.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Back then, even the ones that claimed they was this and that back in
Yeah.
the day, they probably was scared to wear red, or as soon as they get to the bounty or something, they switching up.
For sure.
Like I said, only the strong survive. Only
Yeah.
real gladiators like him. Like I said, my uncles and the rest of the older homies and certain homies resting and stuff. You feel me? But like I said, I'm bred, like I said, by them. And even the pimp cats that was in the turf, the player cats, you know what I mean?
Hustlers.
Yeah, all that. You feel me?
Got a dose of all of it.
Yeah,
See,
for real.
and I'm glad y'all said that because like it seemed like the crack era kind of pushed the square, what we would call a square. I don't really like to call them squares because I feel like that's my classification. You feel me? Almost just like the regular dude from the neighborhood. Never was too much on the violence. You feel me? Tried to make a little money. I busted when I had to. You feel me? But as far as just like constant, like you the go-to guy, you know. A lot of dudes be making that guy feel awkward, and it's like he moves out and he always leaves. I want to know how can we like get the regular guys, the black kids of the community that don't want that route, still from that neighborhood. It's almost like Kendrick Lamar is like the only one that I know get represented from the neighborhood, but ain't like that. Everybody else that try to do the Kendrick Lamar route, he a Yee, he a Mark. He don't come around. He gonna be inside. And he's gonna force him back
See,
inside.
but Kendrick coming around. He still be coming around. And he opened up a gang of doors for them dudes over there.
Right, because they protect him, but they wouldn't do nobody else like that. Like the regular doctor or registered nurse man or the regular custodian man don't really get that type of treatment, even though he can put people in positions maybe not financially so secure as Kendrick can do, but he still can like betterment.
Shit,
But he has to eliminate the fear and mingle, and then he can be accepted. You do what I'm saying? You know, if you, first of all, wherever you're from, somebody gonna label you. If I say that I stay off Rosecrans, women, they're gonna be like, where you from? Fruits? You from trees? You from
Right.
Mafia?
Right.
You from Cedar? They're gonna automatically associate you. So for me to jump off the porch, you know what I mean? And I don't have to be active, but I have to mingle to be accepted. Now, if you gonna be from, you know, if you gonna grow up in the neighborhood and you want to be nonchalant about it, then the homies ain't gonna accept you. They're not gonna protect you. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be respected and have people be like, okay, yeah, that's my homie. He ain't with it, but that's my homie. You know, I love him like I love the rest. That's my homie. He fuck with us. But if you're gonna be peeking out the window every day to see what's going on and then broadcast it later like you was involved with it,
exactly.
then you're gonna have that torch after. You know what I mean? You gotta pay respect. And then you gotta pay homage to those that came before. You know what I mean? Pay that respect. You know what I mean? You gotta be recognized like that.
As a homie was saying, then you got them certain ones that wasn't doing shit. And when generals like him go do their time or whatever, for a certain amount of years, now they feel like, okay, all the ones that already know what time it is with you, they gone. So now they try to run the front line. And that's why a gang of shit get fucked up too, because come on, you wouldn't even like that.
Right.
Just because you've been around, you know what I mean, motherfuckers, you weren't doing shit like that.
pay
Now
no
you want to
dues.
act like for dealing with the younger homies that's younger and oh yeah, nigga, I woo. You know what I mean? Like nigga, you just start doing that when you know all the head honchos is taking
Yeah.
a vacation.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of shit is messed up the way it is. Because like me, up under them, and younger homies that damn near my age bracket. It's just like,
Rest in peace, Lil Lee.
you know what I mean?
Silly
Yeah,
Rube
on the
was my
fingers.
guy, Silly Rube.
Yeah, so it's like we still had structure because, say, like I'm ditching, and one of the homies, Derek, catch me ditching. Oh, nigga, woo, woo, woo. Still took me to school, told my mama, got my ass whooped at school. Then as soon as I get home, get whipped
that
by,
ass whooped
on
at
the
home.
fingers.
So regardless of even if they was out there doing it, they wanted better for you.
On the fingers.
They wanted better for
on
you.
the fingers. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Exact. You know what I
That's
mean?
power.
And stuff like with him too. Hey, LJ, man. Whoa. I'm like, matter of fact, you're right, big homie. You know what I mean? And at the same time, he was, as far as I'm knowing, like he was like one of the first ones that had like Snoop Dogg and all them at your joint. What, you had like a pager joint or something?
Good segue. I got the pictures of that with Mike Tyson flipping the pigeons. Mike
at his mom, at his
I
grandmother
got,
house.
I got Daz
Yeah.
on Nestor. Daz
At-
went
at
and took all the
Mildred house.
pictures. Yeah. I got
Yeah.
all the pictures. We'll flash them up on at the end towards the end of the
See,
interview.
Did you get that
But-
picture of Jay flexing the muscle?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Red belt. Yeah.
When you was in
Yeah.
Florence, Colorado.
Oh yeah,
You
you got
sent
the
me
joint.
that
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
cherried
pictures,
up.
pictures of you.
What year
Pictures
was
of
that?
Frank.
Matter of fact, I think that was like 91, 92. I just, the reason why I got to Florence, because I was in Hidden, Oklahoma. And at the time,
You doing time out there?
yeah,
Okay.
if you had like 10 years or under, I could stay there, but I was in a race ride
Well,
and I-
whites or Mexicans, if I can ask.
with the essays.
Okay.
So I'm on the essay doing him in, then one of the police come and grab me from behind. But I know it's the police because they got his whole gear
gear.
joint. But I'm knowing too at the same time they ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, oh, I got a free one. So hey, this had to be some pure luck shit, bro. So when I'm on the bet day, then I see the fool on me, but he had this whole little joint on. Is fucking
The right gear.
yeah, the rag gear with the Goon Squad type
Goon
stuff on the
Squad, yeah,
fingers.
yeah.
So I looked up, I'm like, oh, I got me one. So I just come with the elbow, and the elbow end up going up under the mask and hit him up in his chin and put him out. Well, I'm on this
on the
dude
police.
on the finger. I'm doing this, then I look, boom, and he fall over, but he out. So I get on top of him. You know what I mean? Digging him out, but they end up hitting me with the block gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the time, I was only like 122, 125.
You felt all that.
That's crazy, right? That we were similar in so many different ways, because in 1983, I left Tracy, DVI, and went to, they called it the White Elephant.
And they say Tracy was Crip Central up there.
Oh, no.
Was Raymond on the courtyard?
Who?
Raymond Washington?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we was pushing that line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we was pushing that line. Catnip from Brims and Reno and Nia Kev, and it was a whole bunch of us. We pushing that line. Don't let them twist it. So I end up getting transferred from Tracy to East, and end up getting caught up in a racial ride and catching an assault on the police. Same shit. We Mexicans disrespect this brother. So the homies didn't really want to go. But I'm going.
Yeah.
Because it's racial.
Yeah.
You do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Lil Crips like Top Man, well, bro, you ain't got to ask me.
Yeah.
Kid on them from Photos and Lil Cats from Venice, damn, I forgot, Lil Royce and them from Venice, Top, Pinky and them from Venice, Top, man, well, you know, can we get some assistance? Bro, you ain't got to ask me. Let's go.
On the fingers.
When they call y'all, we gonna go.
Yeah.
Right up under the gun tower, we went. And I end up getting assault on the police and participating in a racial riot. And I end up getting transferred to San Quentin. And got a 5-year shoot program in San Quentin.
And do this give you added time, or you just do some whole time?
Well, they had shot the case to the district attorney, but the district attorney didn't accept the case. So what they did was they gave me a 5-year shoot program. But what happened was I didn't have that much time left to do the whole 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
But I ended up going to San Quentin to the whole.
Yeah.
But my time ran out as far as my sentence because, it ate up my good time, but, it wasn't like, you was able to get your good time back.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? If you didn't get no shots, you were able to get your good time back. You dig? But when we went to San Quentin, they gave us a polygraph test, and there was this brother, non-affiliated, but a monster.
Oh yeah.
His name was Ike from Compton. His name was Dwight. Rest in peace. And he was like T. He I can talk about things because he's no longer with us, but the boy was a beast.
Yeah.
He was a beast, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially you give him this props like that.
Bro
solid
was
in
a
the shit.
beast. His name was Dwight Richburg. He was a beast.
Uh,
So bro tell me one day, he had this how it was in San Quentin. Brother was on the 5th tier talking crazy. So Dwight, bro, we trying to sleep. And then, when you in San Quentin, it echoes. But you have respect in there because you got killers. But this one brother they called Double Life want to run his mouth all night. So Dwight said, bro, what's your name? Bro said, man, this Double Life, woo, woo, woo. You didn't hear nothing else from Ike that night. He shot me a kite that morning. T, you coming to the yard? I'm like, what's up? I really didn't worry, bro. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, man, bro was all that woo woo last night. I'm like, okay, bro, I'm going. He confident. I'm going.
Yeah.
We go to the yard. We not on the yard like 5 minutes because you cuff from the cell to the yard. So my cell was before his cell, so I went out first.
and this when you do your number?
Huh?
This when you do your number?
What do you
Like when you say your number, y'all say your number every time y'all go to the yard? I'm
No,
not familiar.
they just come to your cell.
Yeah, exactly.
What they do is they'll come and ask you if you're going to the yard.
Yard
If
time.
you're not going to the yard, then you can shower.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? It could be a shower day for you. You dig what I'm saying? So, I wasn't really planning on going to the yard,
Yeah.
but this is my brother.
Yeah.
He Compton.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I go to the yard, so I'm walking. We on Bayside. So I'm walking the yard, and I see bruh coming out. He cuffed up, he coming out. Double Life, he ain't came out yet because they starting from the bottom tier up. It's Black Day because they have Black days, they have Mexican days, they have white days. They separate us. They don't put us all on the yard at the same time. You dig what I'm saying? So, bruh come out. So he walking, the yard is small as this y'all backyard right here. So we walking around the yard, and Dwight hit me up. He's like, bro, I'm finna get it. I said, oh, Lord, this dude. Yeah, I mean, how far can we go? You know what I mean? Oh, bro, listen. The next time bro made that circle, it was blood all over the place. Blood put like 16 holes in the dude.
Damn.
Like 16 holes in the dude. So they start blasting, bloom, bloom. And before they get to the mini, Ike hit the ground. So they come in with the gurney, grab Double Life.
The mini is they about to go lethal.
The mini 14,
They about to go
exactly.
lethal, okay.
They hit him with the bird shots, but he had so many bird shot pellets in his body from North Block.
Was he
from
sized up?
Soledad. Nah, he was a little dude, but he was a beast. He was a beast. You look at him, you think, oh, bro, whatever.
Write him off.
Bro was a beast. Let me tell you, man, bro was a beast.
Those are the ones.
But about that story was, he was like, man, listen. He said, I done beat so many polygraphs. He said, man, you ain't got to worry about that. Just be calm. I'm like, man, I ain't tripping. He's like, yeah, man. He said, here. So he give me a piece of a Valium. He had a Valium.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had him on meds. They had him on meds because he was crazy. So he give me a piece of a Valium. So he's like, T, just take it, man. Just take it before you go.
Lower that
So
heart rate.
Yeah, so I took it. And, I ain't never told nobody this story. So I took
Get
it.
some exclusive.
Yeah, I took it, bro. And I went and did the polygraph test, and I passed the polygraph test.
You in there calm as ever.
I'm like, I was kind of, because I don't do, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So, I just took it and came back. He's like, how did you go? How did it go, T? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
T still dozed
Yeah,
on it.
I don't know,
It went good.
Yeah, but he was a good brother, man. He ended up getting killed, I think, in Denver.
Damn.
He came home and got back in the game. and he ended up getting killed.
Yeah. So after I did that, like I said, and I ended up going to court in Colorado. 'Cause you know what I mean? I pretty much got an ad charge.
Yeah.
So I go up in there. They try to give me like another 10 years or whatever.
Wow.
But the judge was, hey, in Hidden, Oklahoma, the judge was like,
In Oklahoma, y'all wearing black and white, son.
huh?
Y'all wearing
I'm
black
in
and
the
white.
feds. Feds.
Oh, you in the feds.
But
Khakis.
they end up getting the I guess when that
A
private
magistrate?
shit started going. No, that private.
Real private prisons.
Yeah, on
Right.
the fingers.
Is that fair? Is that LA versus DC shit really real?
Yeah.
In the feds?
Yeah. Yeah, you better not go to Lewisburg.
Especially because I would.
Why they don't like us? Or why we don't like them?
You know, just the East Coast, West Coast shit.
Damn.
But when so I end up going because I like I said, I got an ad charge. So when I end up going to court, but I'm like, no, do it. I'm telling the my little PD up there in Oklahoma. I'm like, no, I didn't know who he was. He just grabbed me and I did this and I'm on him. So the judge looked at me as like he was calling me boy
The judge?
on the fingers. He
Damn.
was like, hey boy, you better just take this 5 and just get up out my court.
An additional 5.
I took it, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. And that's why they kicked me out as far as Oklahoma and shot me to Florence. And that's when Florence was just opening.
Uh-huh.
So,
FCI Florence.
yeah. But
That whole complex, huh?
yeah, on the fingers, I think
Yeah.
it was what they call it, like medium high, certain ones.
Medium high.
Yeah, on the fingers.
FCI.
And I wasn't even there as far as, when I got there as far as my first week, I'm about to take off on my supervisor because they wanted me to do yard work. I'm like, man, fuck all that. You're like, okay, well, just do it for this day and I'm going to just get you transferred to the kitchen or something. I'm like, okay, cool. But within that day, he kept on having me doing all types of bullshit. Then they had me go back to the dorm, like, you know, for like some lunch shit. And I'm like, man, fuck, that ain't going back. So the little officer, you know what I mean, control the pod and shit. Like,
CMS officer.
on the fingers. Hey, Davis, man, they calling you back over there. I'm
Oh, your last name Davis?
huh?
Your last name Davis?
On the fingers.
I'm a Davis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all cousins.
Yeah.
On the fingers.
Yeah, I'm a Davis.
So I go back there, right? I'm like, what's up, man? You said I'm woo. Well, no, man, I want you to do this. I want you to go mop this and mop that. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. I ain't finna do shit. He hit the panic button. They came and get
Off
me
that?
on the fingers. They hit the panic button. So I ended up going to the hole for like a couple of days. Then I come back out. Probably about another week or so. And we had like a big ass race ride in Colorado, in Florence, Colorado. You know what I mean? Homies get at me like, hey. But it was it was the Rips' fault though. But you know, just dealing with the essays,
Right.
all y'all together,
Everybody roll.
Yeah.
on the fingers.
Everybody
So
roll.
you know, we playing basketball. We down there in the gym. So homies getting at me like, hey, you know, woo, woo. I'm like, okay. So I'm about to go, you know, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Essays lined up, both sides of the wall. I go into the bathroom.
And are these Southsiders we talking about?
like
mainly-
Southsiders, just you know what I mean, whatever Mexican race it got that Latino or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, 'cause
with.
but they move-
because
or they moving
Cubans,
like the
Puerto
Southsiders
Ricans,
that acts like
all
that.
of them try to roll with the Mexicans because they
Yeah.
think the Mexicans are majorities.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? You
right,
know,
right.
but the Mexicans don't look at them like that.
See,
when they see
exactly.
them Cubans
Yeah.
and all that
Oh,
shit,
yeah, for
they look
sure.
at them like they niggas.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
See,
mean? But
exactly.
they quick to run to them because they think they're the majority, and because white boys run with the Mexicans.
Yeah.
You dig
Exactly.
what I'm saying? We stand by ourselves.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But
Right.
you know, they know we power in numbers.
Yeah, when y'all come together,
Yeah,
it's
we
always-
power in
yeah,
numbers. When them
yeah.
Crips and Bloods and BGFs and
Yeah.
all that shit come together, you know what I mean? The only problems that we have, and we don't really have it, is them cats from DC. You dig what I'm saying? The DC dudes, you know, something happened years ago where a DC dude got beat up from some dudes from Cali. So, and he was on the West
I
Coast.
said, was it Lompoc?
Yeah, it was at Lompoc.
See, on the fingers.
Lompoc USP. Yeah, Lompoc prison. Brother got beat up, you know, from DC. And them dudes, you know, them dudes never respect us again. So anytime you went to Leavenworth, Lewisburg, Marion, Any one of them prisons down there, they trying to go up in your butt.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? They trying to get you.
Yeah.
They trying to make you out an example.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, people from Cali.
Because
you dig what I'm saying?
They be on that gay shit.
They
too.
on that booty shit.
Oh,
They really, Rayford them, all them dudes, they all, them dudes down that way, they pay for dudes to get sex changes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
they fall in love with dudes.
So we hear because that's what that's really the reoccurring thing. I just want to put this out because it's all for YouTube. So clarifications ain't for me. It's really for But when we hear the depictions of the homosexuality in jail, all the homies that been to LA, they be like, man, they ain't us. Like that shit ain't us. You feel me? Like, and I know some of us do. I mean, not us, but I know. But for the most part, it'd be the other countries, part of the country that be doing that type of shit. You feel me? As far as that gay shit.
You have, first of all, it's not a lot of punks in prison, especially on the West Coast. You don't see a lot
That's
of punks.
right. Yeah. Okay.
You don't see a lot of punks. You know what I mean? You go to the Midwest, Greenville, spots down that way.
Yeah.
You go to a lot of them USPs, you might find some punks. But you got to go to like Merriam and Lewisburg. Them dudes are in real relationships with them punks. You dig what I'm saying? Dudes know out here on the West Coast, we don't tolerate that shit. If I see one of my homies fucking with a punk, you dig what I'm saying? I'll be like, bro, listen, man, you can't claim what I claim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't come back to the hood with that shit. You dig what I'm saying? Because we don't do that.
Right.
We stronger than that.
Yeah.
You know? But you got dudes sneaking though.
Hey, well, fuck
You got
me
dudes
up, right?
sneaking.
When I first got called up to go to the feds, right? They kept me in the hole, but I didn't know it was the hole. And I'm at 17, so
You're 17 years old?
yeah, when I was in the feds, so they wouldn't let me go to GP, but I didn't know that. So I'm like, damn, why am I always on lockdown and get out for an hour, go in that
Your
little,
age.
you know what I mean? Ride the little thing for a minute, hop on the phone or use the shower. So I'm like, but when cats was coming in, far as from doing what they doing, coming to the hole, and they looking at me, they're like, what you doing here?
Right.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, what you in here for? Oh, for fighting. Or the females, oh, I'm for fighting. I'm like, what's this? Like, man, they got you in the hole.
Right.
I'm in the hole. I'm like, where y'all coming from? General population. I'm like, how can I get over there with y'all? They was like, man, I don't know. You got to holler at the little CO, whatever. So
Case manager.
yeah, on the thing. So dude come, I'm like, hey man, why y'all got me in the hole? It was like, man,
Your age.
yeah, you too young. Only how you could go out there GP, you got your parents got to sign off for you. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. So I get at my granny. Hey, granny, you know what I mean? Tell woo woo. So they end up signing. And when I go to the GP, right? Matter of fact, I think it was 6 North first. I think it was. So I'm going in there, right? Boom. Oh, I'm like, okay. But I'm looking. I'm like, oh, they got females in here? On the fingers.
Like Vacaville.
Man, on the fingers. So,
They really dressed up.
no,
Like,
because,
titties, all
Oh,
butts.
wow.
yeah, because soon you walk
Boys.
in,
Wow.
all the showers is like this, as far as from the top or whatever. Because soon you go through the door, you see the showers. You know what I mean? So I'm looking.
Them female.
Man, that motherfucker had like one of them real long ass towels, like a beach towel.
Right.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Tucked. So I'm like, all these motherfuckers got females in here.
Right.
But I'm looking, I'm seeing nothing but niggas and
Right.
shit, right? So who the fuck matter of fact, cause what's name's in there with us? Was that Waterhead Bo? Or thing from Pocket or
Oh,
Phone
yeah, Waterhead Bo? Yeah.
on the fingers?
Yeah. Bo Bennett.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking, I'm like, matter of fact, Jesse, you remember Jesse from Maine?
Yeah.
Had the
No,
little-
Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, him, it was me, him. But like a few key ways is as far as like it's Blood or Power Rouge too, with me and the homie Lil Buck from Doves. But at the same time, I'm like, man. So I'm like, man, y'all got females in here? He was like, nah, man, it's a gump. They was
Right,
calling them
exactly.
gumps.
They call them gumps.
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 I'm like, gumps? I'm like, what the fuck is a gump? He said, no, that's a man. I'm like, what? Bro, that motherfucker get everybody.
That's
Right.
wild.
Real talk.
And you 17 seeing all this shit.
On the fingers.
That's wild.
On the finger. I tell the homie, he know too. I'm the probably was like the youngest cat from Bompton period to get caught up in the
feds.
feds.
Yeah.
And I think it was
Hell yeah.
with,
It was at the airport?
on the fingers.
Yeah.
In fact, and the last time we took that picture, I think they ended up going.
At the shop.
No, at your pad. When you called me to come over there and fuck with you over there by
Tibby?
on the fingers.
Jamming my house.
Exactly. That's when I had the ball head joint.
Right. Yeah.
Off topic, you've been on YouTube a whole lot. You've been making a lot of noise just in that world, production world and everything like that. For some reason, Fruittown's always can get in the industry. Like, cause Duck is Rick Ross's security guard, right?
Yep.
You got Chris Brown and Soulja Boy in them. Like you guys always keep a finger. You guys always keep a pulse. You feel me? A finger on the pulse in the music industry. Even from you having fucking Dr. Dre and Snoop performing at the Beeper shop on the roof. You feel me? Like that is wild. Like but I say all that to tie in like what you got going on now. On the Fingers, the clothing line.
Yeah.
I seen you with Vlad.
Yeah.
I seen you with Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
You roll with Whack 100 all the time.
On the Fingers.
You feel me? He I think he knew he had to tap in with some thoroughness, you feel me, to keep moving like that.
I met him on
That's what I want to get to.
I met him because the homie Zap, the big homie Zap, he got at me like, hey, Suge want to meet you. You know what I mean? But at the time, it was a gang of bullshit was going on. That's when Suge ended up getting out. You know what I mean? It was a gang of bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was
we need
like,
to get to that too.
So I was like, kind of, all right, I'm gonna do it, but
A little hesitant.
hey, little man, whatever.
You talking about little man from Brims?
No, from my hood.
Fruits.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? My
Lil
bro.
Blue.
Yeah, on the Fingers. My bro. Little man, Lil Blue, Lil Dude. You know what I mean? He got a different gang of motherfucking AKAs.
Yeah.
From real ones though.
Yeah.
From the O.
On
Yeah.
the Fingers.
Yeah.
When we say the O, we say Orr Street.
Exactly.
Not O Block.
Right.
We're not talking about Chirac. we got and we 21.
Yeah.
And they hold up a sign like a 21.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they
you know,
do.
rest in peace to King Von.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
rest
know,
in peace.
much love to Reese.
Rest in peace, rest in peace.
Chi-town,
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
They got a joint
Yeah,
doing?
Yeah, they do the same
go,
thing.
They go like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know?
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
I got the joint too.
Yeah.
On the Fingers.
Yeah, you know, so when we say, if you ever hear us say, oh, when we talking about the O, we talking about our area.
Yeah.
Which is Orr Street.
On the
Right.
Fingers.
That's a 2100 block.
On the Fingers.
You know what I mean?
That's Kalen for real said, my daddy's so Orange Street, nigga.
Yeah. That's Lil Top.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little top right there.
Yeah, that's Lil Top.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna ask why you didn't have a little top, but I guess that'd be little
That is
top.
my Lil Top.
Yeah, that's little
On
top.
the Fingers.
That is, you know, God didn't bless me with a son, but he blessed me with a son.
Yeah,
And that's
damn.
Kalen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I've been in his life mostly all his life.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he, you know, if you let him tell it, he don't know no other father but me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. You gave him his first Rollie to rock.
Right. And I you know, he my son.
Yeah, you
I
gave him
love
his first
like my
Rolex.
son. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What you were saying
I
again?
call him Baby Top.
Yeah.
I'm Little Top.
Yeah. There you go. You can have it.
Yeah,
all
you know,
good.
it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like I always tell them, I've had little homies get at me, man, I want to roll Lil Top, man. Woo,
Oh,
Baby
yeah, I
Top.
know, I know.
tell them, I say, listen, a lot come with that.
A lot.
You know, a lot come with
A
that.
lot come with that.
A lot.
Yeah, it's not for the glorification, it's for the real. It ain't just to be glorified, it's for the real thing.
Don't
Yeah.
just get it to think you
Yeah,
don't
just
get
for
a
the
pass.
name.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I had to fight and all kind of shit
Yeah.
to keep that name, you know.
One of the niggas
keep
he
it right.
knocked out, they son might come try to come.
Right.
Yeah, try to get a win.
Okay, I can't get you, but you little top,
Right.
and you little top too.
Yeah.
Line them up. Line them up.
But yeah, though.
What's your YouTube moves?
Huh?
What's your YouTube moves? What you plan on doing? You gonna get a pod? You gonna? What's your goal?
Matter of fact, before all this stuff, I was already lightweight doing stuff like that. Cause I was calling it the backyard boogie. As far as what I was.
I remember.
Yeah, my whole joint was cats that's up and coming artists from different hoods. You know what I mean? Far as if you came on the O
Yeah.
and let me interview you
And the picture came.
on the Fingers, and once you leave, you getting certified.
That's hard.
Because at the same time,
remember.
and if you're a Kiwi, you come into a hood that's nothing but power rules.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I was
Yeah.
gonna certify you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like far as being a real one, like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
You live
right.
through it.
I like
Exactly.
that.
See,
I like
exactly.
that. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's what we still doing.
See,
That's still going. We gonna still do that. Push that.
I can say
You got a lot. You got a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
you got a
like-
lot of motion.
As I said, not really, because like I said, it's also, you know, with the help of my boy Whack 100, we've been doing like a gang of shit, and if everything go right, you know what I mean, dealing with Nick Cannon, might have something to make it with Nick, you know what I mean, then with may have something in the making with Mayweather.
Ooh. Well, you know when you need craft service guys.
Oh yeah, on the finger. On the 24th, we flying to Mexico for Mayweather little fight he
Oh,
had.
you make little
the Gotti
yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
Exactly.
doing a rematch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
you gonna be out there.
yeah, already, you know, he got at me like,
Oh.
real talk. That's why I be telling certain cats. Matter of fact, do you got a passport?
I don't. I can get one though. I can get one tomorrow. I can go apply, and it's no problem for me. There's no reason why I don't have one. I
I'm
can
talking
go
about
get
far
one.
as if you get one tomorrow, is it gonna be far as for the whole international or just for Mexico?
Oh, I don't know. I can get an international airport. I got the homegirl. I got the hookup, and she can get it expedited and all that.
Okay, so get your passport. You got 121?
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. See, and that's how I
Just in
felt
case
for a
you
long
do.
time. That's how I
You don't want
felt.
to hop on the plane? Besides, you know,
It be going over too much water.
Hey,
and I ain't good with
hey,
water.
come on though. Well, before you got the in Missouri, you was on that raggedy ass plane.
Hey, listen to this. I had never rode a plane before.
Until you was
In
an
the
adult.
game.
Until you was an adult.
I had never rode a plane before. We traveled in the camper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My stepfather had a camper, so when we would go out of town, we would get in the camper. I'd be sitting at the top looking out the window. You know what I mean? So when I caught my Fed case, I had to get on the plane. I was at TI. I was going to Springfield, Missouri, but they call this work cadre. So when we stop, we ride from Long Beach Airport to Oklahoma. Is where the
In a
transfer
regular
station is.
charter plane.
No, we on
Oh,
the,
so y'all drove from TI all the way?
no, we from TI to Long Beach Airport,
Oh, to get on the John Wayne joint? Right? Oh no,
the little John Wayne Airport.
Okay, yeah.
They had the prison plane there,
A prison plane.
taking us
Yeah.
from Long Beach to the reception center in Oklahoma. Now, when we get to Oklahoma, now I ain't tripping the move from TI to Oklahoma because they wake us up like 2 o'clock in the morning and just, I was already designated, but when they came and got us, it was like 2 in the morning. So, I kind of like slept the flight.
Yeah.
So when we get to Oklahoma, I'm there like 3 days, 4 days,
is it El Reno?
El Reno.
Okay, yep.
So when we go back, we get ready to go to Missouri, got to fly the plane. This dude in there like, man, I don't know about you dudes that ain't never rode a plane, but, the pilot, last time we was on the plane, he almost wrecked the plane. He got a one leg. and his leg fell off while he was guiding the plane and we went into a loop. You don't use your legs to fly the plane. Everything is up here. But me, I'm psychologically messed up, and I already don't want to be on the plane.
Yeah.
So dude, like, the plane went down into a loop. Now I'm sitting there, now dude looking around to see who
Who got fucked up? Yeah.
I'm over there like, oh man, what the fuck? I don't even want to go. I'm gonna do some shit, go to the hole. I'm gonna say, here, we know. I'm not getting on that damn plane. And then listen, what killed it? When we get ready to load up, you see the pilot, he walking.
Oh, you lied.
He got some
pig to this shit.
I'm like, oh, bro. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? So we went on, got on the plane, and then after that, it's been flying. It's been flying for me. I
Yeah.
ain't got a problem with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I hated it.
Yeah.
Especially every time we get transferred.
Right.
I'm like, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of them planes is way back from the
Old
60s.
planes. Yeah, old planes.
They got duct tape
Y'all
on the
niggas
motherfucking wings.
crop
They
dusters
were
and
planes that were confiscated from drug lords and stuff like that.
Exactly. Real
The
talk.
feds kept and used
Exactly.
for their own.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Yeah, I went through that going to Texas, Arizona.
That's wild.
Missouri, different places.
Then what be so fucked up too, Like you said, say you're Missouri, and you go and say you get transferred to a state that's next over. But they gonna
You
drop
go the
other
long-
motherfuckers off.
All the long route. You gonna go to Arizona,
you
come to
carpooling in
California
the
before you
airplane.
go back to. You might be going to Missouri, and Illinois is the next state. But they taking you to California, then Kansas.
Yeah, we got some drop offs.
Yeah, and then that's the. Or either they put you on the bus and give you that diesel therapy.
That diesel therapy, yup.
You know what I mean? You be on the bus for 6 months
What?
See, I got that.
Eating sack
all
lunches.
exhaust.
See,
Eating sack lunches.
before they shot me, and that's what I got before they ended up sending me to Florence, Colorado.
That diesel therapy.
You know what I mean? Going to one spot, you probably be there 1 or 2 days, but you think you're gonna be designated there. Oh, Davis, woo, for real. Okay, but say in their head like, okay, motherfucker, you want to stab one of ours
Right,
and, shit,
right.
and this and this and that,
Right.
For
So
real.
that's all a part of that psychological warfare to make y'all never really
And they
feel
put you on the
settled.
black box. You can barely,
Oh
you
Lord,
can barely move
Can't-
your
can't
hands
move in that.
on the fingers.
That black box is a mess.
Exactly.
And what is this?
It's handcuffs, but it's in a black little box, a 4x4 box that you can't even move your wrist.
Exactly.
You like if somebody push you, you gonna get them after y'all get where y'all going, because this is gonna be so excruciating. I had the black box on before,
See?
you know what I mean, and this is
God
excruciating,
dang, man,
bro.
we got a gang.
Yeah,
you know, we put it
similarities.
on the fingers.
That's that Orr Street treatment.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy because y'all went on everything so head on, and really, I mean, y'all did know the outcomes of stuff, but y'all didn't really know the severity. You feel me? With as far as like the time that you was gonna have served and the time that you was gonna serve, and like establishing families. Like, how do you even balance a family? Like, you got kids, and then we in jail. Like, how I know that could be like, I know that's so fucking psychologically excruciating. I can only imagine like the shit that y'all go under. You feel me? Like, cause you got the whole outside world still popping.
But at the same time, that's where you got to shut that shit out.
You in a world within a world.
True that.
You're in a small world within a big world. You dig what I'm saying? You know, because you're still existing in a world. It's just in a world that's confined, in a prison. Life still goes on. There's work, there's
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
library, working out,
Exactly.
the
Oh, you mean the
market,
inside?
commissary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's a whole nother world.
You come equipped to your program, and you just
Well,
adjust to the program.
You have to adjust,
have to.
or you go crazy.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You
You,
know-
gotta adjust, or that would drive you fucking straight
Shit,
crazy.
my mom died when I was in there.
Rest in peace, T.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, then, matter of fact, my bro get killed first.
Rest in peace, Frankie.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? Not even a month later, my mom died.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And because of the type
I'm-
of crimes you own, they won't let you go out to sea due to.
At first they wasn't. You know what I mean? Because when I was, you know what I mean, far as in the feds, they already know far as my back joint being in riots, blasting the police, get extra time.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I must have to do something now. I'm at motherfucking board run. I'm at a camp.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can walk on.
Exactly. But they wouldn't let me go to the Air Force base to work. They wouldn't let me.
Right. They gave you a minimum custody, but minimum in.
Oh,
You
that's
didn't
what it
have
was?
minimum out.
See, okay.
in order to leave the institution, you have to have out custody.
See, I didn't know
You
that.
can have 2 points, which is minimum. Minimum is 0 to 7, and then from 8 to like 13 is medium, and then it's high. You do what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But minimum custody gives you access at going to a camp. But in order to be outside, work outside, you have to be minimum out.
See, I didn't.
You can be at a camp with minimum in, like me. When I went to the feds, I had left all the time because I had what they call a greater severity because I had gang enhanced. I had gangs on in my central file, right? So they give you what they call a greater severity. So you're like a threat. You do what I'm saying? You're labeled as a gang member. You're a threat.
So
You
your
dig what I'm
points is
saying?
high.
Huh?
Your points is high.
Excuse me?
Your points are high.
Yeah, well, my points wasn't really high. They give you like three points for the greater severity, but it keeps you in a position where they won't let you do nothing. They don't trust you. You
Exactly.
dig what I'm saying?
So this that 23-hour lockdown stuff coming in.
No. You don't even get that. It's just that you're not getting a job outside the gate. You're not going to a camp. You're not working in the administration building. You know what I mean? You're not getting that type
Them
of
perks.
luxury.
Yeah.
You do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you can get all these other jobs. But you're gonna stay behind this gate. You might not be behind the wall, but you're gonna be behind this gate.
see.
You do what I'm
See,
saying?
exactly.
So when you get a minimum, see, they can't stop your points from going down as long as you being cool. They take you every 6 months to classification,
Yep.
and what they do is reclassify you. So once they reclassify you, your points go down. If you don't get no shots, your points go down. Now your points can go down to 0, but if it says 0 in,
Yeah,
then that
see.
means you're not going to be able to go outside. You're not going to be able to work outside. You're not going to be able to work in positions where you have access to outside or people. But if you get the minimum out, then you can go to camp. See, they sweated me about that my whole time. When I went to Safford, Arizona, they dropped my points down to 7, which put me right there on the border. But they said, you know what? Because you got this greater severity and you got this gang stuff on there, you'll never go to a camp. But then after I was at camp, I had a cat from schoolyard, Sleepy, was my ace. Sleepy was like, Top, just keep being cool, man. You're gonna be able to make it. And they opened up Taft. So when they opened up Taft, the Bureau of Prisons said, we don't care because you're going to a private prison. So you're gonna cause that havoc with them. But we gotta let you go to Boron or none of our camps.
And I was
You
at
know what I'm saying?
Boron when a lot of cats would start building Taft.
Yeah. So when they opened up Boron, I mean, I was there maybe like 60 days. I had to beat the shit out of nigga, and they ended up sending me to the Taft, the FCI. You know what I mean? But I touched a camp, and it was unbelievable. We was out at like 8, 9 o'clock at night watching the stars, and I'm like in prison still. I'm like, y'all, this is really like this. I was hoping
What
to
year
parole
was
from
this?
there.
What year was this?
This was in '99.
Oh,
See,
oh.
This was in 99.
and that was crazy because
So was you locked up during the death row era? No, you was out because Dad was at the crib.
I was
How did you get Snoop and Dre and them to come to the?
through Suge. Me and Suge was cool. Me and Suge was cool. You know, Damu.
Suge, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like Suge knew my reputation.
on the fingers.
You did.
Was Pyros already beefing?
Who?
Was Pyros already beefing at this time?
What you mean? Like,
Just wasn't any Pyro on Pyro shit at this time?
I'm gonna say no because I've never been with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, to this day, I've never been
But
with
events
it.
had already
You know what I'm
taken
saying?
place?
When I went to the pen, when I went to federal prison, is when I started seeing that. When I was in the state, because now later now.
What
That
year?
situation.
What
No, but at the
years?
same time, the first one was dealing with Trey. Trey from Trees, rest in peace.
I think I was in prison.
Yeah, Trees and
Yeah, I was in
NHPs is
prison.
kind of like the first ones that.
As far as in Bompton, probably.
Yeah. But I'm only saying that to say, like, as far as like that death row, the death row movement, y'all was out on the streets to experience that death row movement.
I missed a lot of it.
No, I was in the feds. I didn't even know when they said death row, and far as dealing with Snoop, then me just watching videos, I thought it was a Keyway thing.
And how did you get Snoop and them? Just cause Suge was your homie.
Yeah, me and Suge was cool. You know, we.
So did you know Suge before he started like getting on the scene? Was he
I
really
didn't.
a Bompton nigga?
I didn't. He wasn't. I mean, he was, but he wasn't like
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
You know, like how it ended up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Suge was managing and doing other stuff, getting his
Right.
money, you know, fresh out of college.
Right.
You know,
Right.
fresh out of college, and he had access. The homie from the Nickersons gave him the key
Yeah.
to start, to start the business.
We
to
talking
start
about Harry O.
Yeah, to start the business. And Suge took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
You know, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That at that time, what he did, a lot of people got rich, a lot of people got upset, a lot of people got murdered.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of shit happened.
See, and that's
You
what
dig what I'm saying?
that's what because I was 11 years old, and that's what it seemed like. It kind of seemed like I mean, people know if you know, but it was just like a lot of Pyro on Pyro around the death row era days, and I don't know if we should be talking about this, but I feel like that shit was like attributed to Suge Knight.
But still the same. Go ahead.
It wasn't really, from my observation, people were playing for power. It was a power thing. You know, my friends
Nah.
passed away because of that situation that went on. A lot of dudes that I grew up with passed away. Rest in peace, Big Geese. Rest in peace, Snake Man. Rest in peace, Poochie. Rest in peace, Buntry. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I had so many brothers that I grew up with, loved, banged with, made money with, raised, that passed away doing that little demonstration. And I hated it.
Right.
You did, because we was all family. You dig what I'm saying? Buntry was off the east side, but Buntry was our homeboy.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just, I'm not gonna say it was a mistake, because God don't allow mistakes. You dig? It happened, and I hate that it happened. Because a lot of good dudes would still be here today, man.
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, because a lot of good dudes lost their lives, because of that.
Right.
I don't blame Suge. I don't blame nobody.
Okay.
Every man was an individual, and he did what he felt like he needed to do at the time it was being done.
Fair to say.
And some lost their lives. I hate it. My little homeboy Vince. You know what I'm saying? Good dude grew up right next door to me.
Man.
You know what I mean? Jasmine you got a picture? Jasmine took a picture of him. Jasmine took a picture last night out of my photo album of Vince and Zap at my house. It's in them photos that she got.
Yeah.
But I lost him. I lost him, through some foul shit. But, shit happens, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Lot of good dudes, man.
Yeah. That's
So you got a classic right here, bro. So
it's heavy. This is real powerful, man. And it's real meaningful to me, because I was just like a fly on the wall. Like I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, and saw it. You feel me? Like,
see,
I was raised on Power Street in Avalon. You know what I'm saying? Like, Time Bomb and them had 136 in Avalon on lock. You know what I'm saying?
matter of fact, so you should know Spokes too, huh?
Oh yeah.
See on the fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Young Spokes, a homie.
Yeah.
You know
Rest in
Spokes
peace,
too,
Baby
huh?
Spoke.
You know what I mean? Rest in
Big
peace.
Spoke, rest in peace.
With the vote, with
Little
racing.
Spoke around,
When you racing the
On
Volkswagen back there on the fingers.
Yeah. Niggas be having horses.
Oh,
They
Spoke
riding
had
horses.
horses too?
They got horses in the backyard
I
right
didn't know that
now.
motherfucking bug.
Hell yeah.
And I was young
Yeah.
too, for us, you know what I mean, when the street races was really going on at certain time.
Momo had a bug. Bebop had a nice bug.
All day.
They had fast bugs.
On the fingers. You know what I mean? Like Bobby used to go fuck with young Spokes. Because Spokes had the fastest joint called Catch Up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the fingers. You know, rest in peace,
Catch me
young
if you
Spokes.
can, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they so close to us. My backyard, and then there's Lowdown, and then there's
All
Spoken
day.
now. You
All
feel me?
day.
On the 8. You feel me? I'm on the
Yep.
7. So it was 2 yards and a hop in the fence away. You feel me? So
On the fingers.
Yeah, Lil Spoke, my guy. That's
All
my
day, all
yeah,
day,
yeah,
all day.
Yeah.
All day.
But damn, this is some powerful shit, man. I appreciate y'all again, man, for coming. This is real heavy for me, man. Shout out to the Queens for making this happen. It really wouldn't even be this interview if it wasn't for my wife. You feel me? So I love that.
Yeah, because you got
My baby girl.
Yeah, your baby girl. Yeah.
You know.
This is kind of still on subject. I like to talk about like good fights and shit. Who was y'all knockout artists and who was y'all squabblers?
Me. In my era.
So you can knock them out and cut them up.
But we had a true fighter.
Yeah.
Called him the Zunk.
Zunk, young Zenith.
His name was Zenas Burks. Him and his brother Melvin fought Golden Gloves.
Ooh,
I boxed for
he's
the
a
Compton
real
House of
fighter.
Champs, and I boxed for Mexican American Cultural Center.
How old were you when you was doing this?
Like 13, 14.
Oh.
That was right before I went to
Oh,
camp.
so you was confident
know what
with
I mean?
your hands. You knew what your
Always
hands would
been. I stopped fighting maybe like 3 years ago. 60 years old.
Yeah.
I knocked a nigga out on 138th and Wilmington. You know what I'm saying? So, it just stopped. You know what I mean? But the fighters out of our neighborhood was like, in my era, me, Zenas, Spinny Ford, and Pasquale. And Pasquale. That was my era.
Then
We had
go ahead.
we had shooters. I don't want to name them.
Yeah,
I already know.
Yeah.
We had niggas be like, y'all just going to chill.
Yeah.
You'll read about it on the news.
Yeah. Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we had a crew of them that didn't mind. You know what I mean?
Then far as my cat, far as lightweight, I know I'm up under him though. Redhead Keith, but he come from that.
The Cherokee.
Exactly, he come from the. You know what I mean? The Zenith.
The Burks family.
The Burks family.
Direct.
Yeah, the Burks family.
On the fingers.
Yeah, he come from a family of boxers.
Yeah.
Well, really, it was Keith came after Zenith and Melvin. It was Melvin because the other ones really didn't. You know, they had a brother Ronnie that would fight, but Ronnie was older.
Yeah.
Zenith's name was from the hood, but their brother was from Grandy's.
Talking about what's name, right?
Ronnie Burks, the one that had the baby around the corner.
Exactly. Juanessa Mama. Or some shit on the fingers. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ronnie was he was a Crip from the Grandees, but he grew up with us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He protected us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a for real Zulu type nigga.
Man.
One day he coming down the O, his shit split it like the red motherfucking C on the fingers. I'm like, what happened? Oh man, matter of fact, just go give me some salt. Real talk, he go to the water hose, pouring this shit all over there. I come back with the little white girl with the umbrella.
Right.
You're like, man, just pour it on my head. I'm like, damn, nigga, your shit like a for real, like
Open wound.
this shit like way like it took a nice cut of a watermelon or something. You know, just pour it on my head. I finna just pour that salt on that nigga head. He just like washing like he shampooing his shit.
Well, he was a tough, different type of toughness.
Like I said,
bro.
That's a different type of toughness.
and like I said, and that's also dealing. You know what I mean? They whole era joints is a cold different thing because for not just being disciplined on individuals when they need to be disciplined, just because you may be this and this and that and give you a pass, no, you getting it too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? To where, like I said, that's why I say I'm like one of the last of the breed because I'm bred by him, my Uncle Momo, just and all of the pimp player hustlers that was in between that shit to where, you know what I mean? When they got me, far as like at 17, they wanted me. I'm like, shoot, if you don't knock it off. And I took 10. And I got extra time at it because, you know what I mean, what the fuck I did. But I'm bred by them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm bred by them. So, you know what I mean?
You already knew.
On the fingers, you know what I mean? Real talk.
Damn.
You know what I mean? A lot of cats.
Damn.
I know a lot of cats would have folded.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
And I'm young, but it's still like, I'm getting money for as, hey, this and this and that. On the fingers. Dealing with the wet. Hey. You know?
See, our area was water capital. And you had guys that kind of, brought the yay over there, but we were known for the
Gallons
water
of that
capital.
shit.
You know what I mean? That's what made our living. Was that H2O. You had people come from around the country.
Is Rick James from Death Row the biggest artist from your neighborhood?
Huh?
Rick James.
Shit.
Rick James, he was just doing this thing, you know what I mean? I don't know did he release something from Death Row? But I know Suge had him though.
Yeah, he had him, Benzo.
What Benzo?
The homie Benzo.
Oh, I need an interview with,
with you?
with Hop Out too.
If we
can set something up with Hop Out, I know he doing this thing. Is he out? Is he free?
Man, he free.
All right, good.
Yeah.
It was Benzo.
Benzo was rapping?
Yeah, Benzo got a flow.
Yeah.
Still today.
See,
remember
I was locked up.
But you was rapping too.
Yeah, I was doing that white boy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, you was rapping?
Yeah.
I was doing that political
Have
shit.
give you look.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
some Rage Against the Machine type shit.
Oh, yeah,
I was doing it in the feds.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I had the bogus politicians and whoever was ever.
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
man,
I like that.
Real talk. Like you said, they dealing with John.
Yeah. The group was.
Oh, you know, he was part of the Temptations?
Oh, here we go.
You calling me Paul?
Intermission. We need intermission.
That's one thing about us, though. 21s?
Yeah, we clown.
We clown.
We clown.
But, you
Ain't
know,
no love.
niggas is like for real, but we a clown, though.
Yeah, that's smooth.
And,
man.
you know what I mean?
family.
And you see how we do it.
Yeah.
You see how you get at me? Oh, yeah, you was.
Yeah.
But you was, though. But you was though.
I'm telling you, I didn't think
I got back at the throw.
Right. Want to give you back.
I didn't think the interview was gonna happen. You know, I got faith in y'all word when you said it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen, but I just knew how big it was. You feel me? That's that part where it was just like, this is not gonna be nothing to be taken lightly. You know,
I've had people to get at me
yeah, I know you
about
have.
podcasts and I've turned them all down.
Yeah.
man.
And they try
You know
to
what I
break
mean?
bread with him.
Yeah, I turn them down because my history with my neighborhood and my people, if you don't know it, you don't know.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the things that I got planted in my mind is for me to enlighten my younger homies so
Yeah.
they'll know history.
Right.
I don't need outsiders to really know our history
Yeah.
because it's not their history.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
It's gotta stay protected.
Yeah, exactly. So when guys ask me, you know, especially from the other side, they ask me to do podcasts and stuff like that. You know, you're gonna try to pick my brain. You're gonna ask about people. You're gonna ask about things that y'all have no business of knowing.
Yeah.
And I'm not easy to just, you know, enlighten you on things that I feel you don't have the right to know about.
Right.
So I just turn them down.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, with you and then doing it with my young homie, you dig what I'm saying? I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You dig? I feel
Yeah.
comfortable. And it's also a pleasure,
Yeah.
you know, for me to be here.
Likewise.
You know, for us to be here. You dig what I'm saying? Because people need to also hear Fruitown story.
For sure.
We telling Fruitown.
Yeah.
We talking about our personal life, but we also here to tell our Fruitown
Yeah.
story.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Our Damu story.
Right.
Because we love our folks.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You know, at one time we were strong. You know, hundreds.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, probably about 200. We probably say like 250. I probably only knew like 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, in and out of jail, and then a lot of them come, you know, after me.
Yeah.
You know, after me, you know, the groups start being bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was coming up, it'd be like 10, 15 of us. You know, a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But in his era, it might be like 60, 70
Yeah.
in a quarter.
Yeah.
You know, they putting them on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, with us, it was generational. With my era,
Yeah.
it was like you grew up in it.
Right,
You dig what I'm saying?
right.
In his era, and after him, dudes brought other dudes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
My era, you just couldn't get in. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I don't know your grandmother,
Yeah, you knew the homies people.
yeah. If I didn't know your grandmother, if I didn't go to school with your brother,
Yeah.
if I wasn't having sex with your sister,
Yeah. Right.
you know what I'm saying? You something else.
So what's y'all borders for? Cause I didn't get that. Where's y'all borders? And then when does the 900 block come to play? Because y'all say Wilmington to Willowbrook, but then the 900 block is east of Wilmington. So what's the borders of the Fruitown area?
What you mean East
Like what's the streets that border y'all off? That y'all call y'all neighborhood?
Well,
From where to where, going east
I
to
just
west,
feel like
and
this,
north to
'cause
south?
like far as when the homies end up being on Cherry and Kemp. You know what I mean? So that's the Mafia lane, but far as dealing with going to Crossroads, Crans, you
got-
say it's Cedar. But homies be all right there by the gas station and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then a lot of cats get it misconstrued just because homies be over there doing their thing. Yeah, niggas, this is Cedar Block Hood, but homies doing their shit.
Homies always taking over areas.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like from Rosecrans to Stockwell,
Oh, we way past Stockwell.
Rosecrans and Stockwell don't go to. They both go
the same
east
way they
and
run
west.
parallel. So
So you can say Fruitown. Mafia Lane is a branch off of Fruitown. That's between Kemp and Wilmington, and Peach and Rosecrans.
But them fruit towns though, right?
But they're fruits, but they're a branch off of the fruits.
See, exactly.
They're called Mafia Lanes.
Exactly.
They're like subsidiaries. You do what I'm saying?
Same thing like the Mulberries.
When they
Yeah.
come, is this? Oh yeah, I know, because the homie Bunkers got a song with one of the dudes off Mulberry Street.
See,
I
exactly.
can't think of his name, but he got a song off one of the dudes. And I would.
See,
For
Mulberry,
me, I would say that's
like you
Fruit
said,
Town.
It's Mulberry, but it is Fruit
It's
Town.
Fruit Town.
And
They're just on the other side of the track.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
like he said with Mafia Lane. They just on the other side far on Wilmington.
Just on the other side, between Kemp and
So by
Wilmington.
Popeyes?
Yeah, right. That area, all that area by George
Oh,
Washington.
the new Popeyes.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. It started from Cressy.
So you're calling
Cherry.
Mafia Lane the 900 blocks?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are over there.
Yeah,
Behind George Washington Elementary School.
Yeah.
So
That's
what you
Mafia.
talking about?
Yeah.
That's
See, I
Mafia.
thought-
See, that's over there like with Funky
I thought them
King
was
and
the
all that.
900
Yeah,
block
Benzo
fruits.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
bet.
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh.
Charles and all them. Yeah, that's mafia.
got
But
it.
that's Fruit Town though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
mafia.
For me,
Exactly.
that's
You know what I
fruit,
mean?
for sure.
But the actual Fruit Town is from Rosecrans to Stockwell.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Rosecrans to Piru Street. Because Stockwell is really like, little,
Yeah,
you know, corner
yeah,
pockets.
right.
So Rosecrans to
To the end of the D's, like you said.
yeah,
Willowbrook.
from Willowbrook to Wilmington.
Yeah.
Yep.
From Rosecrans to Piru Street.
Yeah.
That's Fruits.
Yeah. On Piru Street run through y'all too.
Yeah, we got Piru Street.
on the fingers.
So that's that stop off Willowbrook thing, because the Piru Street
go
run
over
through the east
Willowbrook.
side, right?
Yeah. Piru Street go over the
But not
tracks.
through the mob and shit though.
No, I don't go that
Yeah,
far.
I bet.
Piru Street stop like by Mona.
Yeah, on the fingers.
Yeah, like by Mona. Because there's a little section right over by Lemus Burgers.
Yep.
Where Lemus was.
By Largo's.
Because they got Oris, Hatchaway,
Yep,
Bliss,
exactly.
and Piru.
All that go to
But then right when you go to Mona, that's it. That's the
Exactly.
cutoff.
Exactly.
How do y'all feel about the celebrities claiming Fruit Town?
How do we feel about it?
Yeah.
For
Chris Brown seems so solid.
Oh, he is.
just seemed
I
like
ain't
a
gonna
cool
front.
dude.
I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
He still bang it when certain motherfuckers think whatever. He still bang the turf. Even though he be throwing up the 5 and all
Yeah.
that shit, but it's still the turf.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
I like that.
Then far as
Because the Soulja Boy shit, he tried to pull up and he went viral. That a couple years
both
ago.
of them, you know what I mean. Both of them went viral. My boy, Young Ears, Mr. Get Off Me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also too,
yeah,
like you said,
Yeah.
it resurrected Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
But Soulja Boy, fuck, you know what I mean, fucking with my boy Wax Star. You know Wax Star on the
That's
fingers.
Ducky Son, ain't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
Lil
everything,
Wack.
everything, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think, as long as they represent it in a good way, and ain't getting no bad numbers,
No smut, no black eye.
But at the same time, as far as dealing with them, homies, you know what I mean? Everybody should be in a position to where, everybody can look out for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far
Yeah.
as dealing with gigs. But I already know how certain shit is.
Yeah.
Certain shit motherfuckers, I
cutting
don't want-
motherfuckers short.
Yeah, I don't want motherfuckers to know because, nigga, your record ain't like that. You know what I mean? So it's just a gang of shit and also
Politics.
a gang of
Yeah.
underlining shit on the
Yeah.
fingers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Before as like, if you're a real one, shit, you wouldn't have to worry about it because you're gonna get yours regardless.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Then,
Right.
like I said, how I was bred. So
But that's accountability though, and that's the seem like what a lot of them don't have collectively. You feel me?
yeah,
Homies don't have accountability,
But-
self accountability.
but for like I said, the way I'm bred, period. My Uncle Momo, TC, I'm bred by for real ones.
Yeah,
I'm not depending on this and this and this and that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna get mine regardless, and whatever is written by the creator. Now he got me in a certain spots to where my realness. You know what I mean? Just because I'm fucking with you, then when certain shit go bad with you, I
ducking.
dart off.
Yeah, I'm ducking.
Exactly.
That ain't it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
That ain't
Real
it.
ones. You know what I mean? That's why, I think right now, for us, I'm blessed with certain shit going on for also with my clothing line. Shit falling in place.
Tell me them the clothing line
Oh yeah, you already know. You're on the motherfucking fingers.
on the fingers.
You know what I mean? And if you want it, my website gonna be up this week. But if not, you get at John T 2100. You know what I mean?
You be ignoring me on Instagram.
I do.
I click on your live, and you don't even know my name though. So
I know, so yeah, exactly. So you can't fault me.
Yeah, I know. You be having real motherfucking people in your live. You popping. You really popping, bro. You really got it going on. And I heard that you had something to do with making sure that the locations was set on King Richard.
Oh yeah, on the fingers. Had Will Smith on Piru
That's
Street
major.
on the Crayons.
That's major.
You know what I mean? I also look out for the homie Bone. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we just made sure. So a lot of cats be getting that be, hey, Lil John, man. I think that's why Will Smith ended up slapping Chris Brown. Y'all niggas had him counted too long. Not Chris Brown. Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
on the
Yeah, I know
fingers.
you been. Yeah.
Bought that gangster out
That
of
shit
him.
rubbed off on him, huh?
Like, man, y'all had him counted too long, especially in the fruit towns. Like, you had him over there
Yeah.
on the fingers, bro.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
That's big.
I still do what I do for as get homies some type of temporary job.
Yeah.
Far as of not doing security, have them as background
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh,
Okay,
that's smooth.
yeah, on the fingers, because if they see you, Motherfucker like, oh, who was that? You know what I mean? It's all it takes is one individual just to peep who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To want you in whatever may be coming up.
Hell yeah.
You know, I got Menace into Straight Outta Compton. Menace and Big Dave.
And he played the fuck out of the two-tone.
on the fingers.
He did his shit.
And the homie Big Dave, he was Suge, but they had him as number one blood. The homie Big Dave. He was like the right hand man on dealing with Suge on Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah. Him and Nine Ball standing next to each other.
See, on the fingers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's everything still like, you know, the homie Bone.
Yeah, right.
Then I ended up getting tight with F. Gary Gray, so certain shit, motherfuckers did have to go through a little audition. And motherfuckers be like, I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, we here now. We podcast too. We podcast as well. So whatever homies you know, rapping, clothing line, this what this is here for. You feel me? Like try to push that platform. You know what I'm saying? And push
At the
homies
same
out.
time, now I know that you be doing certain stuff for us with the industry, the craft services.
Yeah, we union. He got me on. He the reason why I'm working at craft service.
Okay, on the fingers.
For sure.
Well, you had to go do, you had to do like your 30-day thing too, or what?
We already did all that.
I know. I'm saying that you know what I mean.
To get the days.
Yeah.
30 days within a year.
On the
yeah, it
fingers.
took so long. I got days sliced off. It's hard to get in that industry.
Exactly.
Anybody that need to know, and I don't know, like your homies be like, put me on that industry. As far as turning union, you might be able to get a day here or a day there, but as far as like work, it's hard to get in that union. Any of the unions, you feel me? Like
Exactly.
Like longshoreman work.
yeah. So homies got to be patient with homies on that aspect. You feel me? Like, cause that's major and that's hard work. And it's so nepotism based, and they don't want us.
See, exactly.
They don't want us up in there.
I give a shout out to my boy Jack. He already mean that. I don't know. I don't want to fuck his last name.
Islam.
Some Caucasian.
What do you do?
He
Got you in?
key grip.
Oh, he Key Grip. Shout out to the Grip.
On
We
the
in the
fingers.
same union. We all local 80.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the fingers.
Yeah, we all local
But
80.
he got me in. Like I said, also dealing through my boy Bone.
Oh yeah.
He get at me. Bone was like, he get at me like, hey, where you see yourself in 5 years? I'm looking at him. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is you? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. I might be dead or back in jail or something. But at
So
the
let
same
me
time-
ask you that question right now.
Yeah.
Where you see yourself in 5 years right now?
I see myself in 5 years producing a gang of good movies.
I like that.
Real talk.
I like that.
Because I'm, you know what I mean? What I'm in right now, I peep everything, and they really fuck with me far as even the gaffers,
Yeah.
even the DPs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you locked in. Yeah, you
I'm
know about
locked in.
Video Village and all the people that be
Come
over
on,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got something already in the making. I'm
And you
producing
well
all-
spoken as well.
You know what I
Let me
mean?
make sure I put that on camera. You well spoken too, so I can see how people will be comfortable, and especially in that industry, it's comfortable being around you.
Bro.
They feel safe around you.
Bro, I had my boy Jeff Ferraro. He a gaffer. You know what I mean? He came to the park, Gonzalez Park.
Wow.
Real talk. He
Wow.
pulled up, white boy.
Wow.
Pulled up. Oh, what's up, LJ? I'm like, oh man, it's chilling. I'm like, hold on, man. He's like, what's up? I'm like, no, the homie's finna put somebody on real quick.
What an experience!
Came at the right time.
He came at the perfect time. Oh, that's
Hey,
what.
when he peeped the homies put him on, that quick. LJ, we should start a UFC class up in here. I'll pay for everything. I hook
See,
up the gym.
those are the good Quakers we need. Those are the good ones we need.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
He might be for us.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I like that.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh,
is.
yeah, I like that.
He was
I
like, LJ,
that.
man. I'm like, yeah, bro. Then, like I said, homies went over there. They just got down real quick. He's like, I'm like, nigga, you know you just went to some shit. He was like, man. Matter of fact, we should start a UFC shit. Have a whole little ring joint built in Compton. That quick, just bad, but you
Ball
know,
rolling.
for real,
Hell
for
yeah.
real, for real, for real.
Pops, I want to ask you that same question as well. You got the beautiful grandbabies. You've accomplished a lot. Again, the YouTube world don't know. You feel me? I know personally as a man, I know how much of a manly man you are. You feel me? Like, you are a man's man. You one of those type of guys. Where you see yourself in 5 years?
You know, 5 years from now, wow. I just hope I'm here. You know what I mean? I just hope I'm here. I'm
Every day is a blessing.
every day is a blessing. So as far as a gig or anything like that, I'm hoping to just be riding in my convertible Chevy down the Pacific Coast Highway enjoying, the rest of the years that I have here.
Was
You know what I
you
mean?
Frankie
labor.
Beverly Mays or something?
All that. All
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Oh, the famous.
Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah. Just the rest of my life, just enjoying the rest of my life
Yeah.
with, my kids and my grandkids.
And you do, you do understand like the foundation that you laid. You understand that you laid down a legacy. You understand that? Do you ever take that in appreciation? Like, it's okay to like bask in your glory sometimes. Like sometimes when you just laid up, do you understand like, like
never dwell on
literally
that.
the beauty that
Yeah.
you've put out here?
Yeah,
I'm just
I-
saying this personally speaking. You feel me?
Yeah.
And this is one of those heavy tearjerker moments for me. You feel me? Like, but what you have put out there, literally what you have put out there. Do you understand what blessings you have put out there?
I guess, with my children, most definitely a blessing. My grandchildren, most definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
To be able to still be here.
In the right
to,
mind.
To see that.
In the right mind.
I've lost so many friends and homies young. I'm talking 30 years ago,
Yeah.
40 years ago. That wasn't able to see their kids grow up and see their grandkids and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's one of the biggest blessings that I have, that I appreciate, every day. You know what I mean? But, where I'll be in the next 10, 15, 5, 10 years, I don't know. That's God's,
tomorrow.
that's
I
on God.
promise. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be
understand
here.
that. Right,
I'm going to do
right.
whatever it takes to stay here.
Right.
But that's on God.
Right.
But I'm appreciate what I got while I got it. And I'm try to do what I can, when I can, the best I can, while I can. Before it's over. There's a whole bunch of young brothers, man, that I wish that I can touch. You dig? And just, help.
What's one thing that you'll tell them? We're going to wrap it out there on this interview. This was an awesome interview. But what is one thing that you'll tell the young brothers? Or what is one thing that you'll tell your younger self?
Lead my own life. Stop looking in every direction for a lead when I'm a leader myself. You lead your own life. Take the ball and run with it.
See, and that's deep. I say that because, like I said, I consider myself the last of that generation. But there ain't no cats far as who I am, and just was pretty much like bred and raised up under real generals. Like I said, because other cats, you know what I mean, they wanted to be like generals like him. But they, you know what I mean, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But now they doing certain shit far as to the younger breed to think like, you know what I mean,
Poisoning them.
on the fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, far as like with him, even though we were still on some banging shit, but everything was still like something better for y'all. You could go to work still, you could do this and this and this and that.
A well-being.
On the fingers. I seen them far as, you know what I mean, at the 10, driving cutting the grasses and shit. And also seen them, you know what I mean, doing this hustling shit. You feel me? Instead of just being like, okay, sitting on the block all day, make it, you know what I mean? Just, no, because you can still do this and do that at the same time.
Like you said, when they knew that you were supposed to be in school, they dropping you off back at school.
On the fingers.
Yeah.
But you know, certain shit, you know, just dealing with the evolution of this whole little world shit, you know, to where cats that wasn't nothing, but now they want you to look up to them, and they ain't really doing shit.
Yeah. That's wild.
Instead of being like me, like I said, I'm bred up under them, and I peeped it. You know what I mean? Far as from the pimps, the hustlers, the gangbanger hustlers, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But everybody still just kept shit respectful. You know what I mean? Then if they did something, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed? You feel me? Just on the street shit, and what I never really respected. This is a long interview. We're gonna hang it up, but a lot of dudes they wouldn't wake up and do the things that they would do. They would always have to get intoxicated, high, drunk, and then they extra out. And that always tripped me out. You feel me? And homies are still fall in line when they was on their tip. When them specific ones was on their tip, but that always tripped me out. Like, damn, you ain't sober, you ain't with it. It was a lot of those.
Oh yeah,
And that's
A
dangerous.
lot of those.
And that's dangerous because they ain't in their right mind. They ain't knowing what they doing.
Exactly.
They just filling in the spot.
Exactly. So if whatever, how we gonna get away?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then certain shit, cats did they shit on some normal shit,
Yeah.
and get back to the shit just to do certain shit to get the mind off.
That's
of it.
different. That's different.
See, exactly.
That's different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
They
know
don't
what I mean?
have to do that to do that.
Exactly.
They do it to cope with it afterwards.
On
That's
the fingers.
a total different thing.
Oh,
That's
exactly.
a different ball game, man. Hey, again, thank y'all for coming. Whenever y'all want to come back, y'all know y'all can come back. It's 4 of us. We shoot the podcast. We just be shooting the shit, talking about current topics and all that.
All day on the fingers.
But for y'all to give us this game and this energy, I wasn't expecting to shed a tear in this interview and all that. You feel me? Like, this was powerful. I hope it touched the people. I hope they receive it the same way.
Y'all people, y'all better. Especially you got the
General.
the ghost general. He don't do none of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the general's out.
Yeah, thank you guys,
For
man. I
real,
appreciate
21
it. Another episode of Born and Raised.
on the fingers.
No doubt.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That was awesome, man.